Hello everyone, welcome to the science stuff. Today we are going to be learning about inertia and what it is. So what exactly is inertia? Well, let's find out. Inertia is a property of matter by which it continues in its existing state of rest or uniform motion in a straight line unless that state is changed by an external force. Now let's take this red ball here, which is at rest, and let's assume that the surface it is resting on is completely frictionless. Let's also assume that the table is never ending. Now if some external force is applied on the ball, then the ball will continue traveling in the same speed and direction forever. This is due to inertia. Now there are two types of inertia. First, let's look at inertia of rest. It is the tendency of a body to continue in its state of rest unless compelled by an external force to change its state. A good example is the passengers of a bus which suddenly started moving. We notice that the passengers fall backwards. This is because the feet of the passengers, which is in contact with the bus, shares the motion and moves forward, while the upper body, which is not in contact, doesn't move due to the inertia of rest, hence making the passengers fall backwards.
Now I am going to demonstrate inertia of rest with a very simple experiment. I'll be using a coin, a piece of cardboard and a glass tumbler. So first I'm going to place my coin on top of my cardboard right above the tumbler, and then I'm going to quickly spin my cardboard, making the coin fall down. Now why does this happen? Initially, we know that both the cardboard and the coin are in the state of rest. When the cardboard is suddenly pulled by my fingers, it is set into motion by the momentary force applied. But the coin continues to remain in its state of rest due to the property of inertia. Thus, it drops into the tumbler due to the pull of gravity. So here I have just demonstrated inertia of rest.
Now let's look at inertia of motion. It is the tendency of an object to continue in its state of uniform motion in a straight line with the same speed unless compelled by an external force to change its state. A good example is a fast-moving bus which suddenly comes to a halt. We notice that the passengers fall forward. Now why does this happen? This is because as the bus stops, the feet of the passengers comes to a rest along with the bus. But due to inertia of motion, the upper body, which is not in contact with the bus, continues to move in the direction the bus was initially moving in, causing the passengers to move forward. From our day-to-day experiences, we can say that it is easier to carry lighter objects like feathers rather than heavier objects like rocks. From this, we can say that it is easier to change the state of rest or motion of lighter bodies as compared with heavier bodies. This is because the heavier bodies have more inertia. Take this example of a man trying to push a small rock and another man trying to push a much larger rock. Obviously, it will be harder to push the bigger and heavier rock. This is because it has a higher mass and hence a higher inertia. From this, we can conclude that objects with a greater mass have greater inertia. Inertia is dealt with in Newton's first law of motion, which states that if a body is at rest or moving at a constant speed in a straight line, it will remain at rest or keep moving in a straight line at constant speed unless it is acted upon by a force. Hence, Newton's first law of motion is also known as the law of inertia. Thank you for watching this video. Please like, share and subscribe and comment down below on the topic you would like me to do next. And you're watching The Science Stuff.